We have a breaking structure on the 4-hour. We've been having structure since October 7th. We've been on an uptrend. We broke out right around here, but I have reason to believe we're coming all the way back down here. We just broke out of this crazy structure. Now, do we have to take the trade all the way down here? No, we trade accordingly, of course, and see if we keep breaking structure to the downside. But then here we failed to break this higher high, and then we came down and we broke this lower low significantly. I'm looking for a retest anywhere around these zones right here. So if we keep coming all the way down to possibly down here, which would be beautiful, and then we get a reversal, I would expect a reversal to happen around here, and we come up, and then we have a reversal around here to come all the way down. So that would be my expectation, my bias. Now right around here. Now this is US 30, so we can fly all the way back up to the highs and then shoot back down. So trade accordingly, but this is most likely a trade where you can come all the way. I would go to the lowest higher high. That's where I would go around here. This would be about an 800 point move. All right, so that's about it. The zones are marked up. So yeah, that's our trade, guys.
3 days later.
Bitch, I made a wait for myself. Elephant weight when I step. They get compared to the depth. Niggas gon' hate, but we said. Y'all ain't gon' play with the set. I promise more crazy it gets. I keep you alive just to watch me. I keep you alive just to watch me flex.
Alright, so let's get to it. How did I secure over 1,400 points trading US 30 in just 2 days alone? And by the way, I did call these trades out on my Instagram, step by step. If you do want to follow me, here's my Instagram. Let's get to it. Alright, simple. I was on a 4-hour. I was waiting for this structure. I've been waiting for this trade to be completed. This setup started the 7th of October. We are now the 23rd. This is how you catch these big moves. You gotta be very patient and wait for the setup to actually happen and give you the opportunity to take these trades. First things first, we're on a 4-hour structure right here. We waited for it to break structures. You know how it goes, higher highs, higher lows. If you don't, go back and study. Higher highs, higher lows. I waited for it to break structure. We broke structure right around here. Came down. Now on the way down, I was looking for some trades on the way down. So I zoomed into the 30 right here. On the way down, once we broke structure, I added the fib. I kept going all the way down. But I had a little zone here. What I did was, once we broke this zone, I was checking if we were ready to come back up and retrace to these zones before coming back down. But it broke the structure right here. We got the retest right here. Enter right down here. I could have held it all the way to the lows, but you know it was. Oh, actually, this trade was late at night. Actually, I was sleeping when I took this trade. I went to bed at, hold on. What time was this? I think it was midnight. Yeah, see, yeah, 1 a.m. exactly. So this candle closed at 1:30. So I went in my bed around 1:30. So once I activated the trade, I put my TP relatively close to where I entered. I don't like leaving trades, you know, open for too long while I'm sleeping. You never know what can happen, what news can come out. So I knew that we can come all the way down here, but I just wanted to, you know, catch half the move while I'm sleeping. And yes, I woke up to some profits, and this trade went all the way down. Now, once we got down here to the lows, waited patiently for us to show me, waited patiently for the market to give me a reversal pattern to come back up, right? Because we have to come back up and retrace these zones. All right. Now, before we came back up to retrace these zones, and like before this trade and this trade, I marked up my zones. Now, how do I mark up my zones? I'm gonna have some videos coming out in the future where I'm gonna go over my whole strategy step by step. So don't worry, I'm gonna explain all this later on in future videos, completely free, by the way. So I marked up my zones right here. So these zones are set accordingly to whatever the structure is showing. So using the structure in these zones, I can determine beforehand how many trades I will be taking, right? So I knew that I had about 1, 2, 3 trades, 1 big trade and 3 big trades. So 4 trades overall. Could have been 6, but 4 trades overall. You know, because there's trades within trades and trades within those trades. But I just want to catch the big move, right? And then these, and then whatever the structure is telling me. Now we had 1, 2, 3 structure points. So that's 3 trades plus the big trade when we break structure, right? So continuing. I take my executions on the 30. That's why I'm zooming into the 30 right now. So yeah, we caught this trade right here, right? Because like I said, 4 trades. This was already one of my zones, so I knew we were gonna come back down to anywhere here or anywhere down to these lows or to this zone. So the first trade was once we broke this zone, come down. But like I said, I didn't hold it very long because I was sleeping, and I didn't want to leave the trade, you know, open for too long. So I set my TP relatively close to the entrance. Now, the second trade I took was simply coming back up to retrace. Every time you break structure, you retrace, right? So I set my Fibonacci. Once again, I'm going to explain all of this in my course, my free YouTube course that I'll be putting out anytime soon. So we retraced, right? Exactly. And the fib worked out so perfectly for this trade. Look at this big rejection. So we know once we come back to here, we were going to reject crazy, and that's exactly what it did. So long story short, came back exactly to the fib. So of course this I'm gonna put my TP all the way up here. Beautiful retracement. We had so many different confluences, so it worked out perfectly. So 30. Zooming into the 30. So second trade was to ride the retracement back up. Third trade was the big trade, right? Enter here, TP all the way up here, ride it all the way to the bottom of the structure. But the problem here is lately US 30 has been having some crazy wicks, right? So I don't hold my trades all the way down to the bottom anymore. It's not worth it. Let me see if we can see all of these crazy wicks. Look at these wicks. It's just been it's been insane. Market's crazy right now, so I don't hold my trades all the way down to the bottom. I basically come out at the first structure point of the trend, and for me, this was the first structure point. This is where it made the first higher highs. All right, so that's where I wanted to come out. But I still don't even trust it to go all the way there because of the crazy manipulation that's been going on. I don't even trust it to go all the way down there. So what I did was I put my TP a little higher. All right, a little higher. And even more than that, I came out at the 618. I didn't even hold all the way down here. We still didn't even hit full TP. So even right now, I can get a retracement. If I zoom in, I am getting a retracement depending on what the hour does. See, we have this and this. In the next 45 minutes, I might get another trade coming all the way down here. But we'll see. Either way, I came out at the 618 of my Fibonacci right here. Exactly where the fib said we were going to go is exactly where we went. And that is exactly where I came out. Came out of trade right here. And I'm going to set this a different color. I'm going to set this to blue, actually. Yeah, so third trade. Remember, first trade was when we broke this zone right here. Second trade was riding the retracement. Third trade was the actual trade activation. All right. I was looking for another trade once we broke this first zone. I was hoping it would come back up so I can get another trade, but it didn't. It went straight down. And once we broke this zone right here, once again, I waited for it to break, give me a retracement. Took my other trade. Trade 4 got activated. And then I came out of all trades right down here. So simple as that, guys. It's literally as simple as that. That's how you catch the big moves. You only need a few things, right? You need a break of structure. You need zones according to these structure points. You need a retracement. And then you have one big trade for the 4 hour, right? This is a 4 hour trade. So you have one big trade. And then within that one trade, you catch the retracements. Simple. We have a zone here. We have a zone here. And whenever we break and we retest, we take it all the way down to the zones. And you can even incorporate more trades into this, but this is how you catch the big moves. All right, and this is how you basically arrange your trades ahead of time before they actually happen, so you won't be gambling. You know, you're being proactive instead of reactive, if you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, that's it, guys. It's very simple. So the first trade got activated on Tuesday, so we are in Wednesday, so basically 2 days to catch exactly 1,446 points overall. Now, don't ask me how much money I made. Those lifestyle videos are going to be coming out soon. But understand, guys, it's not about how much money I have. It's not about how much money I made. It's about the skills. All right. Now, a lot of these influencers are going to tell you, focus on the money, focus on the money, focus on the skill. All right. Whether I made $1 million on this trade, whether I made 100,000, whether I made 10,000, whether I made $100, that's not the point. The point here is you have to learn how to spot these trades, how to ride the big moves correctly. All right, don't wait for the big moves to happen and then you look for the trades. Plan ahead of time. You have to be proactive instead of reactive. It's literally that simple when it comes to trading. Trading is not necessarily easy, but once you learn, all the technical stuff, learning the technical stuff, if you're a fast learner and if you're disciplined, that's the easy part. The hard part is executing and managing your trades. That's the hardest part, controlling your emotions. Now, only way to control your emotions is, once again, to be proactive. All right, set your trades up ahead of time. Don't wait for the move to happen to then try to catch a little small 20 points or 30 points within that. Just be patient and understand whatever the structure is trying to tell you. Market goes up and down all the time, and it's always telling a story. It's your job to interpret that story properly. If you like this video and you want to see more of my strategy, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, by the way. I just created a new Twitter. So yeah, let's get it.
Bitch, I know you see me. All the mans like I thought were graffiti. Get mad now, can't even imagine. When I cop that FS90, everything Texas, no meaning. But if I bump for my city, like a Bill Gates product, they gon' bite. Niggas don't even know they need me. Don't even know they need me.